Hey, call me when you need that gangster shit, and I'ma give you that gangster shit. Lungs fail, oh well, and fuck 12. Real niggas gon' prevail. Clutching this ratchet like it's a habit, but they can have it. It's like magic. Shit stuck on automatic. That shit for squares. Then we don't care. I don't do no disrespect, and I don't do it here. I never spoke lies too. Okay, let's slide through. It's like a drive through. Them niggas lied to you, but won't die for you. Woo, woo, woo. 10 toes down. Ain't make it out.
Now, take a moment and kind of introduce yourself, let people know your social media handles, and kind of give people a backstory on how y'all linked up and decided to put this thing together and start a movement in the hip hop.
Okay, I'm gonna start out, man. King Stunna, man. My IG at K1ng underscore Stunna, man. Vessel Entertainment, bro. Vessel Entertainment, bro. Vessel Entertainment. That's the movement. But the question was how we kind of linked up, bro. Like we. This already my big brother for real. You did what I'm saying? Like y'all, that's neither here nor there. That's my big brother. You feel what I'm saying? But it was kind of something that was like already meant to happen. You feel me? Like niggas was telling us like, yo, you need to do this. You need to do that. You need to do this. And like we did it. You did what I'm saying? We doing it. You feel me? So that's what that is, bro. That's how that came. You want to add anything to that, bro?
Yeah, man. My name is Blaze, better known as Blaze Kapone. I'm the CEO for Vessel Entertainment. Um, Gotta hit that IG, Vessel.entertainment, man. Also, man, Blaze Kapone 7. That's my personal right there, man. So you know, um, I linked up with bro a while ago. You know what I'm saying? Met up through some neutrals. You know what I'm saying? Or some mutual people or whatever. And you know, it been us ever since. You know what I'm saying? Been fucking with him for a long time now, man. So we be having things going on. Him, a couple of people that's around us. They kind of like inspired me to kind of like start a record label. You know what I'm saying? It was something that they was always pushing for me. Like they kind of like try to push me on some like Suge Knight type shit. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? But I'm like, man, look, man, I don't know about all that. But as time progressed, man, I love music, love the industry. You know what I'm saying? Niggas around me got good talent. You know what I mean? And that's all a nigga really looking for, man. So
And then I was already like making music and shit. So like it'd be times nigga hit me like, hey, bro, you got to get on this beat, bro. Like I've been listening to, I can hear your voice on the beat, bro. Like nigga literally be on my phone, like, and I'd be like, where, fuck it, I'm gonna go ahead and put it on. It'd be like a song I ain't never even heard, bro. And I'd get on that shit, go in there, freestyle it. You know what I'm saying, nigga? You know what I mean? Put that shit together, bro. So like when the opportunity came about for him to really start this shit and us to really work together, it just, you know what I'm saying, it just made sense. You know what I mean?
Yeah, so let people know like some of the events y'all have done so far. Like I've been seeing y'all on Instagram, y'all been moving. Y'all, not just local. Y'all been making moves in different states and everything like that. So let people know like what to go back and look for and what to expect in the future.
Okay, me personally as an artist, like recently I did the I Got Bars event with Cassidy and a couple of battle rappers were there too, and we kind of got the link with them. And Charlie Clips, yeah.
Charlie Clips.
That nigga cool as hell, funny as shit and everything, you know what I'm saying? But excuse me, we performed and everything, got critiqued on how to get better, you know what I mean, things like that, on what artists were digging and what the audience were feeling, you know what I'm saying? And that's also still, you can go check out the video I did with them on my IG right now. Of course, I reposted that. Also, I've been working with a Super Sound Lounge. We did a mic drop little video that's on my IG, also as well as on YouTube. Multiple things coming up. I'm dropping singles as often as I can, bro. Just just doing just for the love of the art, for the love of the music, building buzz. You know what I'm saying? I'm working with everybody, trying to follow everybody on IG. You know what I'm saying? We building right now, so it's, you know what I mean. It's just that time. You know what I mean? As a record label, you know what I'm saying? Like a lot of shit been happening, bigger shit to me. Like, you know what I mean? I don't even know everything that's be happening because no disrespect to nobody else, but I be trying to zone in and do what I got to do. You feel me? Like, but like let them know what the whole everybody been doing. You feel me?
I mean, you know, we all everything is a network thing. You know what I mean? I can't really say too much. You know what I'm saying? Because you know, it's things that's supposed to happen that we just waiting on. You know what I mean? But what I can say, man, is we got a lot of good people that's in the industry that's really about us. They fucking with us. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to y'all. Y'all know man. Things coming along, man. I can't lie, man. It's a good year. It started this year. It's a good year, man. You know what I mean?
Oh,
so
definitely.
we already advancing to bigger and better things. You know what I mean? Going to Summer Jam. We got Summer Jam on June 20th. We're gonna be out there, you know what I mean? And we're gonna be mingling a little bit, you know what I'm saying? So
later this week we got Jersey. You know
yeah, we got a show in Jersey, you know what I mean? So, you know, we got it's shows, a lot of shows coming. It's a lot coming.
Oh yeah, pardon me. We just had a big show at Serenity 5 out here. I think what was that? Norfolk? Is that Norfolk that we was in at the S5?
Oh no, that was in Portsmouth.
In Portsmouth.
Yeah.
Pardon me. Like yeah, but yeah, that was a big show. We had a lot of fun. We had a lot of people from out of town. Man, y'all know who I'm talking to. You know what I'm saying? Everybody that was on stage, all the Norfolk State kids that came out there. You know what I mean? That was out there that night. We had a lot of fun. Bro. That place was dope. I ain't gonna front. That was something that happened recently too, bro. And then we just gonna keep going from there, you know what I'm saying? Keep music and shows bracking, you feel?
Yeah, I'm glad you mentioned, you know, the building aspect of it. You know, kind of let people know the legwork they got to go into building an artist and building a label. Because, you know, it seems so simple with social media, just, you know, record a song and post it. But it's a lot more that goes into it.
It definitely a lot more that go into it. Like what you really got to think about is people get on TikTok or Instagram and they'll see somebody with 1 million views and they be like, oh man, if I do something funny or I make a good enough song, it's gonna get 1 million views. But it don't happen like that. Like you can make 10 good songs and have 10 views. You dig what I'm saying?
Right.
But it's a lot of getting to know people, getting to be around people, being in the scene and being on the scene. You dig what I'm saying? And that's why I feel like a lot of artists are falling short at, because that's why I fell short at in the past. You dig what I'm saying? Like making music, putting music out and being like, dang bro, the music is good. Why people ain't picking it up? Because you ain't on the scene. They don't know your face. They don't know who you are. You dig what I'm saying? That's a big thing about this. You dig what I'm saying? You got to be willing and able to intermingle with your peers in the music industry. You know what I mean? And you can't really be a homebody and do this.
Just sit behind the computer posting.
I'm gonna tell you for real, like it definitely the main thing is definitely networking, man. Like that's your main thing. You definitely can't be in the house sitting on your ass just thinking like, you know what I mean, it's gonna come to you. Like it don't work like that. You know what I'm saying? Like you gotta actually get out there, go to these events, pull up to events, rub shoulders with people, you know what I'm saying? See what's going on.
You never know who you're gonna meet.
You never know, you know what I'm saying? It's just a contact thing, you know what I mean? You gotta be real, a person that can be able to contact and also be able to willing to talk to people. Years ago, I couldn't even do this. You know what I'm saying? Like being in contact with somebody, that wasn't me. Like, you know what I'm saying? I don't even really like talking to people. You know what I mean?
Right.
But now, opening my own label and being more business minded, a little wiser. You know what I'm saying? Now I'm seeing shit a little different. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, that's part of life, man. That's what we got to do to succeed sometimes, man.
Yeah, with like a lot of the things, like what you people hear about like a starving artist. The reason the motherfuckers be starving is because they don't know who the fuck to sell the art to, and then they die and the nigga find they art and be like, damn, this shit dope. And you know what I'm saying? He goes sell it to the masses. You dig what I'm saying?
Right.
That's because that artist was in the house working, and that's what artists do. You dig what I'm saying? We go in the house, we work, we perfect the craft, we make music, and it's the music that we love. And somebody else take it out there and blow up with it because they know people who want to listen to music. You dig what I'm saying? When we just want to make it. You feel me?
Right.
So when you, as a new artist, you got to step out of your comfort zone. You know, you might not like to be in the club. A lot of people be like, man, that shit passed me. That's cool. Get in there and let us see who's gonna play your song. Talk to the DJ. Get to be, you know what I mean? Get to meet some of these people who are party people. You know what I mean? And get them to fuck with you.
Told niggas bet on the stunna and made them proud. Cool. Automatic. Shift for squares. We don't really care. Yep. And I don't do it here. Nope. Never spoke lies to. What? Drive through. Heart of a God. But won't die for you. Nope. Nope. 10 toes down with it.
Another thing I wanted to ask you was about competition in rap. Does that still exist? Is it still important to be the best rapper?
To me personally, I like competition is like, it's there, but it's like for real. Like I said, when you coming up as an artist, your competition got to be your friends too. You dig what I'm saying? Yeah. Like these artists that's shooting videos and making music, you got to kind of fuck with them for the network aspect, but at the same time, the competition is there because you want to make music better than them, and they want to make music better than you. You want to make a video that's doper than theirs. You want to get more views, and they want to get more views than you. So it's a competition, but it's just different. It ain't the same competition with, you know what I'm saying, motherfuckers would get out there and beatbox. It's a nigga with a beatbox, and it's this nigga rapping against this nigga like you seen on the Notorious movie. It's not like that so much no more. You know what I'm saying? Motherfucker, even if it was 10 niggas in here, we got them a cypher, it'd be all niggas just trying to show off how good it was. At the end of it, we like, bro, that's what's up. But like, what's your Instagram? It's just a networking thing. So it's all more of a friendly competition. And I feel like that's probably what it was back then. But when we look at it now, looking back, it look more vicious. You dig what I'm saying? Because rapping was more.
Right. Rapping
you
was
dig what I'm saying?
Aggressive.
Yeah, you dig what I'm saying? That's a good word for it. Rapping was a lot more aggressive. So it's like niggas was looking at it like, oh damn, you know what I'm saying? When Biggie was rapping with that nigga on that block, they looked like they was about to fight. When in all actuality in real life, they probably was like, your shit was dope, too, bro. See you at the top. That's how it be. You dig what I'm saying? It just be the raps, would be more about niggas bragging on it. So rather than niggas trying to do something.
I think everything come in time too. Like when for somebody who just coming into the industry or just start rapping, it's a competition for them. You understand what I'm saying? Because they trying to prove a point. They want that following. They want people looking up to them, looking at them a certain way. You know what I'm saying? So to them, it's like a competition. They hungry. They get in that booth every day, whatever they money they got. You know what I'm saying?
Like definitely.
They thirsty for everything. You feel me? So it's just like it's a competition. But as time progresses in life for them, and they keep rapping years on, now they understanding more about the business, the rap, the music. They like, oh, it's not even about competition. It's about networking and seeing what's what, who I can work with to possibly boost my career XYZ. You understand what I'm saying? So that's really how I look at that, man. For real.
Yeah, that might be a fact too.
You also mentioned social media.
Mm-hmm.
With social media, now you got probably 1 million rappers.
More definitely. More.
So do you feel rap can be oversaturated? And how does that affect you as an artist?
I don't really believe that rap can be oversaturated, because like the thing about music that's so dope is that it's different styles, different approaches to music. You got you can go on TikTok and it's a nigga up there right now that made that song that sound like he rapping like some pirate shit. You feel me? But that shit hard. So like, he can come at that approach. That's a new approach, but it's some old shit. You dig what I'm saying? So it can't really be oversaturated because it's always new ways to come at it. You dig what I'm saying? Right. What was the other part of that question? I'm sorry.
So how does
that affect me as an artist?
Right.
I feel like it made me want to strive harder. If I hear somebody that's like, I'm gonna be honest. If I hear a good song and it's that good, it made me want to make it. It don't make me be like, oh, this nigga, man, there's too many niggas doing this, bro. Like, why is this nigga coming out of motherfucking South Dakota and like making this shit and it's hard? Nah, it made me be like, bro, that shit's so hard. Watch this. I wanna, you dig what I'm saying?
Right.
So that it be like that for me. It's more inspiration than anything. You know what I mean?
So how do you get people to stop scrolling? How, the social media presence is very important, and you got a lot of rappers that's in the same lane now. So what would make you stand out to the person on Instagram? Why would I stop and say, okay, let me see what Stunna is talking about. Let me, do some research into his career, and, why would I purchase anything from you?
I believe it's secondhand voucher. You dig what I'm saying? Like, a lot of people would pick up something because somebody else done picked it up.
Mm-hmm.
You dig what I'm saying? So I feel like in the world we in today, we gotta work until somebody notice you and be like, oh, that's dope.
Mm-hmm.
You dig what I'm saying? Like, a lot of times that's how people elevate. I be rapping so long, I make a good song and somebody say, hey man, that's dope. Listen to this. And the following they have will listen to what you got and become part of your following and the following that you're building. You dig what I'm saying? So it's just about constantly working, constantly putting it out there to the people. You know what I mean? And sooner or later, the people are just gonna pick it up. It might if you in a small area, it might be ones and twos. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes it might be fives and tens. You know what I mean? Sooner or later, it might be 1,000 people picking your shit up. Like, bro, this was hot.
Right, it's that building aspect you talked about earlier. You can't just start at the top. You gotta get it from the bud and keep
any street nigga will tell you, bro. He ain't start with no brick. Yeah, he ain't start with no kilo. He started with a zip. You dig what I'm saying? He started with a quarter. You dig what I'm saying? Trap that bitch out. You never, if you start with some shit like a kilo, nigga, you Pablo son. You dig what I'm saying? Nobody's starting that way. You dig what I'm saying? You knew Griselda Blanco or something, but other than that, you gotta start from the bottom and round your way up. You gotta put that shit there brick by brick. But when you get it like that, it's longer lasting. It's more appreciated by the people that's getting it. You dig what I'm saying? You'll have them for forever. Because what we all know now is this internet shit is very fickle. You feel what I'm saying? It's like niggas will fuck with you and then something happen. They be like, oh, that nigga bullshit. But when you build it one by one by one by one, these people really grow a love. You dig what I'm saying?
Content is really for the social media world. That's how you get the people to grasp to your attention. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's how you get their attention. You know what I mean? Like, constant content. That's what get it. You know what I mean? They see you constant. You always got something going on. You know what I mean? They look at that. People start seeing that. Then they sending people your shit. Then it just go. You know what I mean? That's how that shit go. Everything is about just being viral, man. That's the only way you can sell yourself on the internet nowadays. You feel me? You gotta sell yourself on the internet. You do that, you got the internet. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
That's a fact too. It's about constantly putting out there and doing numbers. Even if you're doing 1,000 a day, you dig what I'm saying? But you just getting up there making videos about your day. You keep doing it, sooner or later, it's, you know what I'm saying, it's gonna get out there, bro. People are gonna start soaking it up.
Yo, listen to Circle the Block Radio. I swear it's the hottest shit, man. The realest shit. You heard it from Blaze.
And so we've seen a lot of rappers come and go over the years. You have a lot of one-hit wonders.
Mm-hmm.
So, in your opinion, what is the lifespan of a rapper?
The lifespan of a rapper is what you make.
Right.
You dig what I'm saying?
That's a good answer.
I'm gonna be honest to God. I feel like when them one-hit wonders was coming out, like they'll make a hit and the label will send their ass on tour with that hit and it go until it's played out. You dig what I'm saying? Look at people like Glorilla. Everybody thought Glorilla was gonna be a one-hit wonder with the F whatever the fuck it was. You feel what I'm saying? People thought she was gonna be a one-hit wonder. The way she kept that shit going was about keeping that shit going. You dig what I'm saying? Getting the keep fucking working, keep making hits, keep doing what you doing, and then eventually you're gonna be where you need to fucking be. If you keep going, nobody can deny you, bro. If you stop and do some and you just make one hit and just try to live off that lifespan, sooner or later it's gonna die.
Can't let them down. And made it out. I made it count. I made it. Ain't let them down. Whoop, whoop. With them killers and them drug dealers. We done made it out the mud, nigga. But they can't fuck with us. I'm smoking till my lungs fill. Oh well, fuck 12. Get the shit until I'm gone. Real niggas gon' fulfill. I can ride around clutching this ratchet like it's a habit. And they don't want to smoke with the game, but they can have it. Get them in, get the shit going, it's like magic. Baby broke the bucket, shit stuck in automatic. And we don't get the beef from my bitches, that shit was square shit. As long as they don't fuck with the business, then we don't care. Jumped in, got straight to business and made it clear. And I don't do no disrespect, and I don't do it here. Any nigga banging the set, I never spoke live to. Niggas say they finna do what? Okay, let's slide through. Told him you can get what you want. It's like a drive-through. It was whack and ain't nobody let you know you be putting out whack shit. You gotta have somebody that's gonna be like, nah, bro, that ain't the one. Sometimes you can spend some money on this shit and it don't amount to nothing. You dig what I'm saying? But a lesson learned. You feel me? So you gotta have motherfuckers that be like, that might not be the one. That's why, like, you know what I'm saying? No disrespect to Buddy, but I asked about how of a producer he was, because I like to be engaged. Somebody to tell you, like, hey man, that, like, you can add more right there, or you could take away more. This needs a little bit. Don't say that. You know what I'm saying? Like, you need help sometimes because, like, it's not just on what you know what I'm saying, want to do all the time.
So you gotta need a second set of ears.
Most definitely, in the third and the fourth, you can get it. You dig what I'm saying? When I get this song to myself, I'm gonna send it to a couple people I trust who gonna be like, that shit. I'll tell by what they say, even if they be like, yeah, this it's alright. You know what I'm saying?
Right. You gotta know by their reaction. Yeah. You know if it's the one or not.
Not to say I'm not gonna release that shit, but it's just, you feel what I'm saying? Come on, bro. Come on, do your thing. You know what I'm saying? Not to say I ain't gonna release that shit, but you gotta have somebody who's gonna be honest with you. You dig what I'm saying?
Right.
Because you don't want to just be putting out trash, bro.
For sure.
I want to know. Me and chick that's around for the long haul. Need to know. I got trust issues. Tell me, would you still be in love with me if you went broke suddenly? If a nigga couldn't whine you and dine you, still text you in the morning like, how are you? Would you bless me more than just ask you? As the questions and all of them taboo, because I know a lot of other girls like you. And to waste time, I ain't got time to. Girl, I just want to talk like these mints up. Got a lot of stress and it's pent up. If I ain't have a diamond chain on, would you still... Like I said, Brim Blaze, one word on IG. I'm heavy on IG. YouTube, Brim Blaze. Got a space in it between the Brim and the Blaze. X, I think I'm Johnny Blaze with a G. That's GOHNNY Blaze. Content. That's what I got coming out. Content. I've been rapping damn near all my life, but I've been in and out of jail. So this is the first time I kind of been stable. It's the longest I've been home, 4 years now. Maybe I think it's coming up on 5. Like, and I'm finally stable enough to really chase this shit. You know what I mean? It's a process of chasing this shit. So content is what I got.
So nowadays, you know, people always talk about the money being cut down in rap, especially with streaming that don't pay artists practically anything. So can you explain like ways now to get rich in rap? You know, because now you're not selling physical CDs as much anymore. You know, now is you pretty much, to get your music out there, got to be on some sort of streaming platform.
I mean, you know, if you're a hustler, you always gonna find ways to get money and like kind of link whatever your passion is. Like, you know what I mean? Link whatever however if it forms to you. Like, I would definitely not tell a rapper or any artist to get into the industry and not do anything but music. Like, I mean, you always got to do, there's multiple ways to skin a cat, like, you know what I mean? So it's like, if you in it for the money, because a lot of us are like, I mean, we in it for the love too, but it's a lot of, you know what I mean, we know what comes with that love. We, you know what I mean, we call it love, but we want that money. That's why you're trying to push out. That's why you going independent or pushing songs to labels, like, or else you just stay in the basement with your music. Like, if it was really only about the love, like, you know what I mean, so it's about the money too, and you gotta kind of manage your money and you know, flip it the same way you would do it in the streets, but just kind of find a legal way to do it. It's all type of, it's real estate, it's party promotions, it's you gotta turn, you gotta, like they when they say a brand, like you just gotta make yourself an umbrella, like you make yourself bigger than rap, you know what I mean, bigger than, you know what I mean, we all capable of greatness, like, you know what I mean, and you're not, greatness is being good at multiple things, not just one thing, you know what I mean, not just excelling at one thing, so.
Right. So I talked to Harold Rell. I was able to interview Harold Rell. He brought up an interesting point, like when it came to streaming platforms. It's like, who do you go to if you suspect they're, you know, deflating your numbers and devaluing you to pay out less? So like it's like an algorithm where, you know, is you gotta pretty much accept whatever they give you.
Right.
You know,
I can't even, to be honest, I can't even answer that question. Like, I'm so, it's a wicked game. It's a wicked world. I know that much. Like, I guess that's when your love would override your money, but don't be a dummy. Don't stay in it. But if you notice it, try to change streaming platforms. Like, you know what I mean? Go to Tidal, go to, you know what I mean? Switch up how you maybe distribute your music. Talk to a lawyer about it. Like, you know, there's always opportunity at money. So it's like sometimes you waste money crying about spilled milk when you can learn from the spilled milk. You know what I mean? Clean it up and attack it a different way. Re-release something. Like there's all type of tricks to. I know I heard Cam say it on Drink Champs before. Like after so many years, I want to say it's 10 years, 15 years. Like you can re-release your music. You can re-record the music. Take the old one down. That might have been under the label, but now you re-release it like on some independent shit and get all the, like, you know what I mean, start streaming the traffic to the new version and kind of just reset, if that makes sense. You know what I mean? And like kind of learn from your losses pretty much. So you just gotta, you know what I mean, just don't be a dummy. Go over every contract. Go, you know what I mean. We all maybe might not be able to afford lawyers. That would be the best way to go, but. You know what I mean? Just, ask questions. Don't be ashamed to ask questions. Don't make it feel like somebody can kind of like out-talk you or use your vocab or, you know what I mean? Like, listen, I don't know what that means. Tell me what it means. Like, you know what I mean? I want to know exactly what this means. Every little detail, what you about to sign or what you know what I mean? We don't know no better, but once you learn, you know what I mean? Now it's on you if you don't, you know what I mean? Learn from it or apply what you done learn. You know what I'm saying? So, that's all life is, no matter what field you in, it's a big lesson. You just gotta learn from shit and adjust and readapt, you know what I mean?
No doubt.
If I went broke suddenly, if a nigga couldn't whine you and dine you, but still text you in the morning like hi you, would you bless me more than just add you? As a question and all of them taboo, cause I know I love, start over. Fuck. Damn.
I'm gonna run you a little bit song, so look, I'm gonna run you from here.
Yeah. That's good. I know where it's at. Yep, that's cool. Tell me, would you still be in love with me if I went broke suddenly? If a nigga couldn't whine you and dine you, but still text you in the morning like hi you? Would you bless me more than just add you? As a question and all of them taboo, cause I know a lot of other girls like you. And to waste time, I ain't got time to. Girl, I just wanna talk a lot of these mints up. Got a lot of stress and it's pent up. If I ain't had the diamond links on, would you still be trying to link up? If I had life, would you get ghosted? Would you write? Would you press 5? Let a nigga know that you alright, right?
So, like, who were some of your influences when it came to hip hop? Like, who did you look at and say, okay, I want to, have a career like this person?
Not music, like the art, like the success.
Or the music and the art.
Kind
of make it like,
cause like my favorite rapper Kiss, right? But I
I would never want to mimic his career, if that makes sense. Like,
Right? Why not?
cause he ain't. So I'm a big fan. That's my nigga. But his peers kept him in the game, not the industry. If that meant, like, you know what I mean, the fact that he got respect from his peers,
Right?
Because
he's like
album, he don't do
rapper's
nothing.
favorite rapper.
Yeah,
type
basically,
of person.
yep. Who don't want to feature from Kiss? Like, you know what I mean? Like, if you, at least on the East Coast, I guess maybe not the West Coast, but on the East Coast, like, Kiss is one of them. I wonder how I measure up. You know what I mean? If I can get a feature from Kiss, you gonna kind of be spitting your best bars, rewriting, scratching shit out. I know I would, like, you know what I mean? But I know, like, growing up, like, Cam was my nigga. Like, I ain't gonna lie, Cam.
Yeah, me too.
Cam was my nigga. He had shit on the chokehold for real. Like, but I remember I started fucking with Baltimore niggas around when 50 dropped, and they was 50 had me 50'd out. Like, I'm listening in the car, 50 nonstop with these niggas. Like, you know what I mean? And I seen it change the grind. It was like, you know, when Cam and them like pretty for real. Like, you know what I mean? I be calling myself like Fly, like I kind of mimic the pretty side, like Fab, like it's a couple, you know what I mean? It's just like I tend to the rappers that share my characteristics, if that makes sense, and we not all one way, so you got different artists. And Kiss was always, I love his wordplay, like, but career wise, like, you don't want to see nobody like Jay-Z, like, of course anybody wants to be a billionaire, but it's like, I like Gotti's grind. I like Gotti's story. Gotti had to buy himself out of deal, like, you know what I mean? And he had to drop mixtapes, and then, like, he's another one, like, his peers respected his grind, and he's actually a lyricist, so he just start getting, like I mean, how I ran in the Blaze, you start running in these same circles, and, you know what I mean? You shine like they shine. It ain't all about money and status. It's just, you know what I mean? You walk in a room and you kind of command the same attention to them. They're like, oh, shit, who, you know what I mean? Talk, you well spoken, and, you know what I mean, like, give you an opportunity, like, you know what I mean, that's where opportunity come from for real. Like, what they say, opportunity is when practice and no, it's something when practice and opportunity meet.
Right.
I forgot what it is, but, like, I mean, that's real life. That describes the music industry, I feel like, in a nutshell to me. Like, I mean, it's when preparation and opportunity meet or some shit.
I know what you try to get. I can't
think of what it is. Like, you know what I mean? That's how you know what I mean? Just stay at your craft and stay true to yourself, and, like, really chase it. Like, even something you're gonna be chasing ghosts sometimes, but it's like, it's all part of it. You know what I mean? It's all part of it. You might meet, man, a nigga told me a story. He went to go meet Boosie. Boosie wasn't there, but he met like a car carrier, you know what I mean? So now when he in that area, he can call the car. Like, that's not what you set out for your mission to be, but you added a network in the midst of it, chasing that opportunity. So it's like, don't look at the bad and like, it didn't work out. Like, it's always a story. There's always, you know what I mean, something, a dot to connect to make shit easier for yourself. Just show the effort, you know what I mean? You'll get there.
Right.
And say that shit about 100. And he counted 88 in front of me and got locked up like 3 days later. It was like, I was sick. Like, nigga, what can you do with 100 that you can't do with 88, to be honest? You know what I'm saying? You could have achieved your goal or whatever, you know what I mean? Talk about you gonna quit at 100. You had 88, nigga. You might as well quit. If that's what you want to do, get into whatever you want to do. It don't take as much as niggas think. As much as niggas thought. I know me. It ain't take as much as I thought. It just took effort.
That's a fact.
Yeah.
So when you log on to any social media platform, do you see more positive or negative images?
Of course, the answer is negative, but I know I work myself. It took hard work for me to get my news, what you call a news feed, not a bunch of bitches showing ass. Like, you know what I mean? You gotta like stay away from the temptation of liking that shit. Like, you know what I mean? The algorithm would make that shit pop up. Your whole news feed be that shit. You know what I mean? Like a bunch of babies' pictures would be a bunch of babies on your timeline before you even know it. Like, phone's like intrusive for real. So, nah, you know, negativity always spread faster. Like, you know what I mean? It's not enough of us speaking positivity, so They always say that shit like negativity is more influential.
Right. Why is that?
I don't know. That's a philosopher's question right there.
Right,
Like, you know what I
right.
mean? I think
I'm trying to get into the mind a little bit.
I think
try
it
to
was like that before. You know what I mean? I think that's just kind of like a human nature thing.
Yeah,
like, you know
because
what I mean?
this has been the truth before social media.
Mhm.
You know, because even like when it was like if you don't watch the news, you know, it's all like negativity. People get one in jail,
Yep.
people getting killed, fires,
Yep, they never
natural
put no
disasters.
positive, right.
You know, that's the stuff that get the media coverage.
Mhm.
It's not, oh, you know, so this kid got an award or,
Right.
you know, these kids are going to college, you know.
Yeah.
Or if it is, it's just like a small segment.
Right.
And then we go back
that's
to the
facts.
negativity.
Yeah, that's facts. That's what I said. It's by design a little bit too. Like, you know what I mean, listen, our country is wicked, man.
Right.
You can't speak on it because we all live it, man. We all live it in our own way. Like, man, this country is wicked, man. It's by design. We gotta kind of know better though. A lot of times, like, we gotta know better. Like, I be admiring like a J. Cole for real. J. Cole, the kind of quote unquote move around without a lot of security, no change, no kind of glitz and glamour, like, you know what I mean, and kind of talk to the people, and I admire that. Like, you know what I mean, nigga say one too many gangster shit, and then that niggas want to test you all the time, and it's like your career is a different tunnel, if that makes sense. You know what I mean? And it's all about what you kind of speak into existence. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
But you know, you also can't help it. You live a certain life, so you know what I mean. You just tell it how it is.
Right, right. So, is hip hop currently healthy?
How? What do you mean by healthy? What's health? What's health and what's? You talk about the negativity.
So the vibration, do the vibration of it or the frequency of it, is it helpful to our, you know, well-being?
So it's a thing. I just start kind of think about it recently, like, you know, with rock, right? You got hard rock, you got soft rock, you got what they say, classic rock, you got alternative, you got heavy metal. It's all kind of the same genre. With country, you got new country, you got old country, you got they split in the genres into little subgenres.
Yeah.
Hip hop don't have that, and we really need it. You can't really put J. Cole in the box with NBA Youngboy or a drill rapper, or, you know what I mean, Lil Durk, and you know what I mean. They're not in there. You can't put Kendrick. Just got big with the Drake shit. To be honest, he was big, but it wasn't
massive.
Yeah, it wasn't massive. If that makes sense. He you know what I mean. He was more of in a conscious box. You wouldn't compare him to a Lil Baby, and you know what I mean. You wouldn't really. It's like we really need to start separating the rap genre into these little mini genres. And I say that to say that's just a genre, you know what I'm saying? That's just a genre of hip hop. If you are a hip hop fan and you grow up and you like KRS and you like Rakim and you like, you know what I mean? That's what that vibration's good. You're gonna be talking hip hop shit, conscious shit. You like Black Thought. You like there's plenty of artists in J. Cole. There's plenty of artists in that. That's just it's hip hop. That vibration is good. It's always been good. It's we got into this gangster shit.
But see, that's the vibration that you're not gonna see on TV or the radio.
It's
not gonna be exactly. So that's the point I'm getting to.
It's by design.
So when you turn on the radio or the TV or even look on your phone, and all you see is rappers getting killed, rappers going to jail, sexual assault cases. If that's all you see, you know, could hip hop be considered healthy when that's all they promoting nonstop? And then, you know, people coming up that may never heard of KRS-One, or Wu-Tang, or
that's not. You talk about the media coverage of hip hop,
right? Because the problem is, you know, it's still for me, it's still healthy because the rappers I always follow been more conscious, not necessarily positive,
right?
But at least conscious of what they're saying. So it's like a group like Smith and Wesson, that's a conscious group, but they still rap about the streets.
Yeah, rap about the streets.
You know, so
them too.
you know, but if you never heard of them, you know, you're not gonna know to type in Smith and Wesson.
Yeah, right.
You know, so that's kind of the problem. Like rap lacks balance.
Right, there
You know, it's just one thing that you see on the radio. So it's like the female rappers are dominating the charts, while the male rappers are going to jail to getting killed.
Because they, what's the comment? Because their negativity is very they got real vulgar. Lately.
Right. And see what it is they're making the women undesirable to the men. So it's like, yeah, you might want to smash, but you're not gonna marry them. You know, in that sense, you know, we gonna make these women undesirable, while the male rappers, they not getting any exposure now. It seems like, unless they already like big, like you mentioned Kendrick. Right. You know, they like, you watch the hip hop awards. It's just female rappers twerking.
Yeah, no, you're right.
You know, I watched it with my wife. We kind of watch it just to laugh at it, but you know, it's like, it's ridiculous. You know, it's not. You know. No, I wonder, you know, do these women have parents? Like, what do their parents think about this? You know?
I mean, you know, I it's by design, man. It's wicked, man. It's
right.
Know what I mean? You know, they got them listening parties.
Yeah.
And you might got 20 songs, 40 songs, and you got it. You got an album in there that's actually good content, but the you know what I mean, label hear it and like, nah, we want twerk songs. Like, I mean, pick 20 twerk songs, and then that's what they push. Like, I mean, that's what they want. It's by design, and then you're not really going. You know, we from poverty, a lot of us, so you're not going to really just.
Right, you're not going to turn the money down.
Yeah, you're not going to turn down the check because you made the song. You like every song. You know what I mean? You might like this song more than others because this one means something to you, but if they telling you they want that one and they about to pay you such and such for that one, and you know what I mean, that shit life changing money. You know what I mean? That's why I say it's a wicked world. Like, all money ain't good money, but it's like, get yourself there first. I wouldn't say be all righteous when you ain't really got nothing, but you know what I mean. If you get some money behind you, put yourself in a position to make choice of freedom. You know what I mean, freedom of choice. Actually, exercise your freedom of choice. I think a lot of people don't exercise their freedom of choice within the rap industry enough. You know what I mean? They become victims of their fucking managers, and you know what I mean, all these people telling them what they feel like sounds best. You know what I mean? And you kind of lose your own ear, your own thoughts down there. Like, you know what I mean?
If I didn't rap and flip burgers instead of crack, would you still have my back or flip or be like acrobats? I just want to know the facts. I just want to blow your back. I just want to know if you can ride on me like a cul-de-sac. Put my thumb where your colon at. Freaky shit ain't no holding back. Promise you I'm gonna hold you down. Just promise me you won't turn your back. Sickness and health, thick and thin and poor wealth. I want this love forever. Say you want nobody else. Let me redo that second verse.
Hey man, shout out to Circle the Block Radio, man. Appreciate you, man, for having me here, man.